I have $10 million in equity in my rental portfolio, not worth. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I was able to do that without using any of my own money. To explain that a little bit better, my rental portfolio is worth $25 million and I owe mortgages of $15 million. Meaning the difference is $10 million of equity or net worth, whatever you want to call it, but there's $10 million in there that I was able to build over the past few years, and I haven't used any of my own money. Obviously, there's a bunch of tactical things that have gone into that, and I have videos all over this channel about them, but in this video, I'm going to give you 3 main things that I did that you can go out and do so you can actually gain traction and create a huge, massive rental portfolio without using any of your own money. Before I get rolling, make sure to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. All right, here's the 3 things I did. Number 1 is I understood leverage and understood good debt. Having an understanding of leverage and how to use other people's money makes all the difference. If you can grasp, and it took me a while to get to this point, but I'm going to try and help you. If you can grasp the value of using other people's money to buy good assets, you can really, really get traction and grow quickly and grow huge. It took me a while to really grasp the concept, but I borrow money from other people and I take that money to buy an asset that grows in value and produces cash, and I take the cash that that asset produces and pay off that person I borrowed the money from. That's a simple way to look at it, but you don't have to use your own money. Now, if you're going to borrow money from other people to buy something that doesn't produce cash or grow in value, some type of credit card debt, or buying a car that you drive around all the time, or even buying your personal house, those things are great to own, and you have to own them if you want to live and get around. However, they're not assets because they don't grow in value and they don't produce cash. So they're necessary things, but they're not ways to create wealth. If you can understand that somebody else's money can be put towards something that's going to produce cash, and that something that produces cash pays off that person, it's kind of a circle that just really, really can expand your mind. This is what all wealthy people do. I've learned this over the last couple of years. Wealthy people do not pay cash for things. They use other people's money to pay cash for things that grow in value and produce cash flow, and then they take that cash flow that that thing produces and they pay off that person. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but I'm trying to make you understand it. Businesses like Amazon, Facebook, all these big companies, Apple, that people look up to, all started out with debt, either debt from banks or debt from angel investors, and they took all that money, in those cases millions upon millions of dollars, and they made a product or a business that produced cash and grew in value. And then they take the cash that produces and pay off those banks or those lenders. It's the same thing with real estate, except you don't have to buy these huge multi-million-dollar businesses or start these huge, crazy ideas that are going to change the world. You can buy real estate with other people's money. Understanding that you can utilize that, and you can do it with 1 house, with 100 houses, with 500 houses. You can do it as many times as you want. It's just a little smaller scale, and you're investing in real estate, which we're going to talk about is a great thing to invest in. Number 2 is I got involved in my local community. I know I say this a lot, but it really changed my life. I went to local meetups with my business partner, Lucas, when we were getting started, and we got to know the local real estate investing community, and that changed everything. We got to know wholesalers that we bought a ton of houses from back in the day, and we still buy houses from. We met real estate agents. We met contractors. We met our main general contractor that we still use to this day at our very first meetup. So go to your local meetups, join those local real estate investing Facebook groups, and get to know local investors. You cannot do this on your own. You need other people to lean on their knowledge, their skills, and their resources. And everybody meets in one place every single month, or they meet online virtually in the Facebook groups or in the online meetups. So get involved in your local community. You may not end up owning those local meetups like we ended up doing, but you can go there and get to know people, and it's fun, and people want to help other people. And the real estate investing community is really, really great community that takes people under their wings and helps people grow. You'll be blown away at how many people are willing to help you because they see that there's potential in you, and maybe they'll do business with you in the future, or maybe a little vanity there where they're kind of showing off what they know and what they've done. Regardless, people will help you. So get involved in your local community. It changed my life, and it changes people's lives every single month that come to our meetup. Number 3, And probably not maybe the most important, but just as important as number 1 and 2 is I had faith in real estate. I looked around and wanted to create impact and wanted to do more than go to work for somebody else every single day. So what was the best path for me to create financial freedom, for me to create generational wealth, for me to create generational impact? And it was not work for somebody else every single day. I did not want somebody else, somebody in a boardroom or some big company or stockholders or stakeholders, whatever the heck's all out there, making decisions that could impact my financial future. Great companies go out of business all the time because of dumb decisions made by people or leaders, or you could accidentally piss off your boss and he could let you go or she could let you go. So I wanted to figure out a way where I could have control of that. And real estate's the best way to do that. I don't think anybody would really argue that. 90% of millionaires are created through real estate. That's been like that for at least the past 100 years. So the fact that that's like where everybody gets wealthy, that's where the numbers are. I naturally gravitated towards that. I started to learn about that, learn about borrowing other people's money, learn about all the options that are out there in real estate investing, learn at these local meetups. So I just kind of got entrenched and did number 1 and 2. And it really, really changed my life because real estate investing is the best investment ever. I don't know that many people that could think of another way to make money. If you can think of a way to create generational wealth without using any of your own money, please throw it in the comment section. I know we're going to see some crypto stuff, but that requires money. Again, stock market requires money. And even going to another job and working for somebody else all day, every day, you can get by. You can pay the bills. You can put 4% in your 401k every single month that gets matched or whatever that looks like. And you can retire at 65 and live a great life. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want more, real estate investing is the path to do that, especially if you don't already have money. Just to me, it makes all the sense in the world. And I know that's hard for some people to grasp and some people don't believe it. That's fine. But there's plenty of real estate out there for everybody. So if that's what you want and you want to create a couple million in equity, or 10 million in equity like I have so far, or 100 million in equity, you can do it. You just have to believe you can do it. And then you have to do the 3 steps that I've talked about in this video. If you do that and check out some of my other videos on this channel, you will be on the path to financial freedom. You will be on the path to millions. It may sound simple, but it is. It's not easy, but it is simple. So make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Check out the link in the description below for my free training where I go into more depth about this kind of stuff. And there's also information on my mentorship there. If you're interested in the mentorship at all, click on that link, schedule a call with me and my team to talk about it. If you're not interested in the mentorship, that is just fine with me. I have a ton of free stuff on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So check me out there.